Hello students, welcome to my class Chemistry Gurukul. Again we will do the same part, that is chemical reaction of metals. We are doing this the third part today, and it will be with dilute acids. So let's start our class today. So reaction of metals with dilute acids. As we have already discussed about the general reactions in every video, in this video also you could see here metals when react with dilute acids, they form metal salt and hydrogen gas is liberated. This is a generalized reaction I have written here so that you can remember it for your exam point of view. Now here I have shown you the series with this arrow, that how the reactivity of metal decreases from sodium to copper. Sodium is highly reactive, then magnesium followed by aluminium. Aluminium and zinc, they are nearly equivalent in terms of reaction with dilute acids, then iron, and lastly copper. So copper is least reactive. Now one by one we will discuss the reaction of metals with HCl and H2SO4 acids. So here generally we are talking about dilute acids only, children, because concentrated acids are highly corrosive in nature and they may cause burning sensations to you. So it is not at all allowed to do reactions with concentrated acids because they show exothermic reaction and they may be explosive also. So here we will discuss only about the dilute acids. Okay, and basically we are talking about here dilute hydrochloric acid and dilute sulfuric acid. We will not discuss here about dilute nitric acid, that is dilute HNO3, because there is a reason behind it, that also I will explain you. Okay, wait just for 2 minutes. So coming to the point now, first reaction you could see here, sodium and HCl, dilute HCl, when they react they form sodium chloride and hydrogen is liberated. See here NaCl is a salt. As I told you, metal salt will be formed. So here also this is a metal salt formed along with hydrogen gas liberation. Second reaction again with sodium and dilute H2SO4. See, these two reactions are little bit explosive in nature, or you can say they are exothermic reactions. Enormous amount of heat energy is liberated because sodium is highly reactive. So when sodium it reacts with H2SO4, it will form sodium sulfate and hydrogen gas is liberated. This is sulfate salt, this is sodium chloride salt. Now third is magnesium. When it reacts with hydrochloric acid, it will always form magnesium chloride and H2 gas is liberated. Similarly, magnesium when reacts with sulfuric acid, it will form magnesium sulfate and hydrogen gas is liberated. Means all the metals are following the same tendency of forming metal salt and hydrogen gas liberation. You could see here in all the reactions here, but the tendency of reactivity is different. Okay, as I have told you with the help of this arrow. Okay, so this is the arrow showing the decrease in reactivity from sodium to aluminium, zinc and further iron. So when coming to the zinc part, here the reactivity will be same, means the product formation is metal salt only. In case of zinc also, it is zinc chloride and then zinc sulfate ion will be formed along with hydrogen liberation, but the tendency is little bit slower as compared to sodium. Now coming to aluminium, aluminium has tendency to react with hydrochloric acid to form aluminium chloride and hydrogen gas is liberated. Similarly with sulfuric acid, it will form aluminium sulfate and hydrogen gas is liberated. Similarly iron also, it will react with HCl as well as H2SO4 to form ferric chloride and ferrous sulfate ion, and H2 gas is liberated here and as well as in this case also. But as you could see here in the last reaction, copper does not show any type of reaction with either dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4, means it will not react with any of these two acids. Now as I told you earlier that HNO3, dilute HNO3 will not show reaction with all these metals, means hydrogen gas will not be liberated. Why? Because this dilute HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. What it will do, children? See what it will do. Dilute HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. What does it mean? It means it will provide oxygen to hydrogen, which is liberated, and then these two elements combine to form water. And what will happen to nitrogen? Then nitrogen will react with the other oxygen atom to get converted into its oxide, either nitric oxide or nitrous oxide. Okay, so that's why there is no such reaction been observed whenever dilute HNO3 is added or reacted with metal. However, magnesium has little bit tendency, or zinc also, to react with dilute HNO3, very less. Okay, so the you can say tendency is very less. In that case also it has tendency to form complex compound, means it will form different type of salt having some nitrous oxide or nitrate ion attached to magnesium or zinc. So that's why it's not discussed here. In your books also it's not mentioned. Now coming to the next point, that is the last point, is aqua regia. Children, this is very important part, aqua regia, and it is also called as royal water. Actually children, aqua regia is a Latin word, aqua regia, which means royal water. Okay, now why it is called royal water? Because it has tendency to dissolve gold in it. Okay, it has tendency to dissolve gold, which is a noble metal. It generally, gold do not react with either dilute concentrated H2SO4 or even HCl or HNO3, but there is a mixture solution prepared out of these HCl and HNO3 that is known as aqua regia, and in this proportion I will explain you how much content is taken and how it is prepared. Okay, so look into it. See children, it is a mixture of 3 parts of concentrated hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, and 1 part of concentrated nitric acid, that is HNO3. Means the ratio of HCl and HNO3, it will be like this, 3:1. Okay, in exams they may ask you this question, what is the ratio of HCl and HNO3 in aqua regia? So this is how you can write. Next, it can dissolve gold, even though neither HCl nor HNO3 can dissolve gold. Individually they do not have this tendency to dissolve gold in it, but certain noble metals like gold, even platinum also has tendency to get dissolved in aqua regia. Means you can imagine how much stronger it is. Okay, now it is highly corrosive and fuming liquid. Why the word fuming here mentioned? Because in this case, when dissolution occur, there is formation of some nitrous gases. Okay, so that's why fuming word is used here, and highly corrosive. Okay, next, it is one of the best reagents to dissolve noble metals such as gold and platinum. Okay, so this is it with aqua regia. Today's topic is completed children, and I hope you have understood this concept of how metals react with acids as per your syllabus is concerned, because my motive is to cover all the contents which is given in your book, that is NCERT. I am following that, and you should also follow that. Thanks for watching.